This is Occupier Kaylin coming to you live from just north of the police station. I got a late start because the bus that I rode to get over here was running late because of a detour for another event. So I'm now getting over to where the action is. There are some people over here. They're on the south side, no, the west side of the street across from the police station by the river. So I decided to go ahead and get my stream on now. I can see a few people over there with signs, and I have a bag full of them. So I'll pause here, give you a brief, wider look. And I gotta pull up my shades because the sun's out. It's been cloudy all dang day. Gotta protect your old eyeballs. The bus had a detour. There's another event. Otherwise, yeah. So I got a bag full of signs here. Some of them, they're all related to the police brutality in one way or another.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm getting cool. Oh, sorry about that.
Well, you have to do that anyway.
I have some in here. There's
But the other thing you can do
more related than others, and then I knocked out one on the back of another.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
And it connects under here. It doesn't stay very long, a few days, and then it's starting to come out. Yeah, and I had it done twice. They were in for like 2 months.
Yeah, I guess.
This one's that I did says, since when is walking on the street a crime?
Okay, cool. Not really. If you're Courtney's for
There's a tiny bit of a breeze here.
I'm too.
I mean, it depends on the sensitivity of the event.
I knocked this one out a little while ago before I came over here. So I'm going to nip of water.
Yes.
Someone brought a whole pack of water. I didn't bring a bottle from home.
Oh, they're passing out water.
Yeah, I'm gonna nip one. So that is the police station right there. So we are in a East 1st Street and Court Avenue. It's mostly cloudy, but the sun's been peeking out, so I got the old shades out. I'm just gonna take a wander over here, show you all who's here.
Right. I yelled at her on Facebook.
Oh, I didn't hear anyone yelling at me on Facebook. You gotta do a messenger, a voice, video
Oh,
call
yeah,
or
the
something.
voice one and start yelling.
Yeah.
Instead of catwalking uptown, the son sends you a voice message and yell. Oh, look, there's one of them.
There goes a cop going by. This is not the first time coming to the cop shop for a protest. This Black Lives Matter one last year. Was here. It was just a few days ago that Brian Bolinger was killed by a cop while she was sitting in her patrol car. She shot through her windshield, and the bullet was just placed in the right position or wrong position, depending on how you want to look at it. Got him in the torso, and it was enough to kill him. I don't know how many shots.
So if I approach 28, where? Right there?
Well, there may be a few cops driving around the block here. We do have one TV station here. A couple other people shooting pictures with their big monster cameras.
First of all, how much of that was her trying to, be one of the boys?
Ooh, thanks. Yeah. You can tweet Ryan Bolinger's name. Make a hashtag if you want. Justice for Ryan Bolinger or Justice for Ryan, or however you want to do it. I'm not sure how others are doing this. This is organized by Iowa members of a national group called Cop Block. And they are all about putting out things that show the police misconduct, doing things that they're not supposed to do. Got 2 cameras here, 5 and I think 13 is the other.
That's a little suspect. More than a little.
Practice makes perfect. I imagine.
Need a water?
Got one.
All right. Water?
Over here is, oops, I dropped the pen, but
You're not the head of the Iowa Cop Block, right?
I am not.
No, just on that water, huh?
oh,
No.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Thank you very much.
You got it.
Thank you for bringing me.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been around a little bit. I know I get thirsty.
This one says how many, and then copblock.org is the website. Another website that is used to track police killings is called killedbycops.net. So this murder may be added to that. According to preliminary info that I have seen, Ryan Bolinger was merely walking in the direction of the police officer's car.
What's going on?
And apparently, officer decided to get a little fearful and shoot through her windshield instead of getting out to use other means in order to make an arrest, if that is what the original goal was, to make an arrest.
News outlets. We help run this website, copblock.org, so we got kind of our eye on the police accountability movement and stuff. Pretty much. Yeah. As much as we can.
I'll have you stand right here. I'll just go grab my phone.
We'll just go this way. All the stuff that's happening with the police, are they actually focusing on it? Hopefully, so yeah, change. Right. Momentum is on the side. Yeah. Oh, you're Jody. Okay, yeah. You're gonna see me all time. Good deal.
Well, not all the time. You do have to sleep once in a while.
I don't go to sleep in Jody's house. She's good. Yeah, you do a good job.
Appreciate that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
So are you a native Iowan?
From Illinois.
Oh, is that right? Welcome. You want to do that now or you want
Yes, grab it now. I'm going to have him fix this one. Yeah, so this.
Aren't you trained? Yeah, I'll have you work like you're trained.
She is going to interview this Cop Block member. He is one of those that actually works for copblock.org. Someone just talked.
So I'll have you go ahead and say and spell your first and last name, please.
My name is Dio Odolecki, Deoodoleki.
Okay. And who are you with?
I manage the Greater Cleveland Cop Block. I help run this website, copblock.org.
Explain to me, Dio, exactly what copblock.org is.
It's a decentralized organization of folks that believe that badges don't grant extra rights, and we try to spread that message. Film the police, hold them accountable for what they do, create objective records of what's going on, with interactions with police and citizens, stuff like that.
And you're not from Des Moines.
No, I'm from Cleveland.
So you felt it was important enough to even make it. How long of a trip was it for you?
10 hours. 10 hours, yeah.
Why was it so important to be here?
It was important because of the circumstances in which this young man was killed. I mean, what police officer shoots through a closed window at somebody that is outside of a car that they're in? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. He's apparently got out of the car a couple times before that and didn't pose a threat to anyone else. And all of a sudden, the last one he happens to run into he apparently poses a threat to, according to her. So, she shot him. It's just not right. And
Is there a part of the story and the timeline deal that seems fishy to you as to why she would have felt threatened at any point?
Not really. I mean, it seems to be common practice for the police to be murdering people. I mean, it happens in Cleveland. We just had the Brelo verdict. Officer Brelo was standing on the hood of a car and shot into 2 people 49 of 137 times. He was acquitted because of the thin blue line covered his ass. Sorry, I probably shouldn't say that, but because the thin blue line covered his butt, they wouldn't testify against him, so he got off. We have a 12-year-old child that was murdered for having a BB gun. That trial is going to be coming up for those officers, and we're afraid that we're going to run into a lot of the same no accountability stuff, So that's why we want to make sure that everybody, I mean, we've managed to gather quite a few people here, so, there are people who are waking up to the fact that badges don't grant extra rights.
Now, Cleveland, I'm sure, has a lot more crime than Des Moines does, and happens on a more regular basis. This is becoming a nationwide thing, and you're sick of it, quite frankly.
Yes, I've been sick of it for quite a while. I mean, back in the day when I graduated high school, I had police messing with me, and it was, you got to go along to get along. Well, I'm tired of playing a rigged game, so, I started to stand up against it.
So, I guess, what do you hope that your message is? I mean, of course, this now, police say that this will go to a grand jury. What do you want the outcome to be?
I want some accountability for the officer. I'd like her to at least take responsibility for what she's done. I mean, like, right or wrong, whether it was a mistake or not, she still killed somebody. That should have consequences, especially to someone that we entrust with, public trust like that.
Now, I could be wrong, but just from my perspective and how much I pay attention to the national news, but a lot of the times we see this happen with African Americans, and that is what makes...
I'm not going to play the race part with that.
No, and that's what makes the news, but it seems like this one has been kind of brushed under the rug. I mean, we've done stories here locally about it, and it hasn't really gained much traction, but I'm saying from a standpoint of, do you feel like this isn't being recognized on a wide scale as well? Do you feel like more people should
police kill people? I don't think they care what color they are. So, I mean, that's just the way it goes. It's like Kelly Thomas was not African American. Dan Picker was not African American. There's a whole slew of them. James Boyd wasn't an African American. I mean, there's a lot of people. It doesn't matter. They don't care the color. The color doesn't matter to them. The only color they care about is blue. That's the only color they care about.
Can you talk just a little bit about your traction your website has gained in the past 12 months? Because I feel like this is getting a little more attention. So what kind of hit?
Sure. I mean, there's, like I said, a lot of more people are waking up to the fact that, the police are doing this with immunity. I mean, they're basically, they have the support of a broken system. So it makes it easy for them to get away with what they do. So, I mean, our website is just like bringing that stuff to light, and people are catching on their own. It's not like we're really, saying, hey, you have to check this out. It's people are tired of it themselves, so they're checking it out on their own.
When did you guys start the website?
The guy over there talking the police station, he's actually the one that started it in New Hampshire in like 2010, I believe. So, yeah, it's been going for 5 years now. I started Cleveland's Cop Block chapter in 2012. So I've been in it for like 3 years myself.
That'll be perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
He can answer your questions a lot better than me anyway.
Stop doing it though, unfortunately.
What's that?
But at least I would go over there. Thank you.
As Dio mentioned, there's a guy who came over from New Hampshire. He was the originator of Cop Block. No hugs, remember? No, I don't hug men. I don't touch men.
Well, you can get over yourself someday.
Disrespecting me because I'm telling him that I don't hug men. I don't, I'm a Muslim. That's the way we do it. It's actually respect to not arbitrarily touch someone that you're not related to. Looks like everybody is moving across the street. Going onto the police station property itself. Because the sun is out, I'm not gonna turn my lens to face the river much. Oops, sorry. Hey, you.
What's up? How are you?
Oh, pretty good.
I've seen your video taking us.
Yep. I managed to get down to the front.
I've seen that.
Hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you. What do you think? For a while there, down the right side.
There are people who have gotten up on top of that, in between sets of steps. There is chalk there. Someone else using their iPod besides me.
Across the street, there's some water over there.
I got my tablet out. I'm going to pop a few pictures of what I got.
See, we got all these cameras out here right now. This is what we want to see all of you guys doing all the time, filming the police, because this is the only way that we can keep them accountable. This is the only way that when they do something like kill a young man for no reason at all, there's footage, and you can be held accountable. So keep those cameras going whenever you can, whenever you see those lights, whenever you see an officer get out of his car approaching somebody, get your cell phone out, get your camera out, and start filming.
Save a life, film a cop.
Yeah.
Not using any kind of
rights. Nobody's allowed to kill another human being simply because they were scared of them.
I'm
There
going
is
to
no
reposition
evidence
so I can
whatsoever that you are in danger.
get
You are not
closer.
allowed to kill a human being whether you have a badge or not. That's the rules that we've all agreed upon. Those rules weren't met here. A person from this police department killed somebody with no just cause for doing so. The young man was lost. His friends, his family are now without him, and that can never be taken back. What happened may have just been a mistake on the officer's part, but if any of the rest of us made that same mistake out of fear, we would have to be accountable for it. We want to see the person who did this held accountable for what they did. There should be no more police job for this person, and they should face the regular punishments the rest of us would face when you kill somebody without any just cause. Anybody else who has anything to say, would like to address the crowd, I'd love to have you up here. We'd like to hear everybody's voice, because that's what they need to hear, is everybody's voice. Each one of your voices, as loud as possible. Anybody else got something they'd like to say today?
Come on, Susan. Why don't we take a chance to make our voices heard here? What I got written on my sign here says, our liberties we prize and our rights we will maintain. It's the Iowa motto. It's written on our flag. It reminds us that rights need maintained. Once you have them, that is not the end. If you do not maintain them, they will go away. And that is what we're doing here today. So I will scream, our liberties we prize, and you scream at this police station, our rights we will maintain.
Our rights we will maintain.
Our liberties we prize.
Our rights we will maintain.
Our liberties we prize.
Our rights we will maintain.
Our liberties we prize.
Our rights we will maintain.
Our liberties we prize.
Our rights we will maintain.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Thank you. Go Bernie Sanders.
The chalk on the wall says, how many will they kill before you care? And then below that it says, no justice, no peace.
Yeah. I would just hope that there's follow-up to this. If we're really sincere about being here today, and it's one thing, this was necessary and I needed to be here, but I would hope that there's follow-up to this. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered. I think the training procedures of the Des Moines Police Department need to be more transparent, especially as they involve women in the workforce. A theory I have behind the shooting is that this was a woman trying to live up to being a man in a man's society. It was her opportunity to show men that she was able to use lethal force if necessary. One of the things that police wonder about females is, will they have my back? We need to look at some of these things. This is fine, but I'd like to know if there's going to be follow-up to this with legislators, whoever, to see that we get more transparency in terms of training. Thank you.
Wait, were you just saying females weren't up to the job?
No, I did not say that.
Please tell me where you
That's not what I said.
This doesn't need to be the only
I said they're
protest.
under pressure from being in a male society.
If there's others of you out here that organize these things, that really care, this could keep happening until the accountability does come.
Really, really careful how we talk about female equality and equity.
Well, how much careful would you like me to be, man? I just said that they. I said that.
I did just hear that, and so I just wanted some clarification because I don't think it's about the female being on the
No,
wall.
I think
understand pressure.
you may not. I think a lot had to do with the gender of this person. I do. And I'm not saying that despairingly. I'm saying that she's under pressure to act like a man, to act like. And men want to know.
A man sits in a car and shoots through the window at someone. I think you're twisting it to a female perspective, and this is about.
I'm not twisting it to that. I said there's things in training that need to be addressed in terms of when we bring women on the force. Are we prepared?
I think anyone on the force.
Well, yeah,
It's not a man-woman thing. This is anyone.
True.
This needs professional development for all of the
exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Okay, well, we gotta be careful standing on a step and saying, well, it's a female. It's because the female.
You heard me wrong, man. There's nothing I can do to convince you
No,
that I didn't say what you're accusing me of saying, because I didn't say that.
I just want to. That's why I wanted this explanation.
She's told me. If someone understood what I said, please explain it to this lady, because she's threw me out.
No, I didn't. I haven't tuned you out. What? See, I mean, they don't understand either. Explain your side. I think if you have a voice, then you should say it.
All I'm simply saying is that there are social factors involved in these jobs that men have dominated for years.
Okay, I get it.
Years.
Sure.
And that's still in place. When we bring women into that workforce, if policemen will tell you in training, I wonder whether you're male or female, do you have my back?
More people are going up on the steps with their signs.
Especially prevalent with female officers and them wondering that. Okay. Because they feel to begin with that you're not qualified to be there. Okay. That's not me saying that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't.
Don't you feel that way? Yes. So what happens as a result of the accrual of those pressures? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, I think it's a general PD because we've known from all across this nation that this is happening, that things are happening and people are, they're not held accountable. We don't know what really happened in the circumstance. So I'd like to stay focused on that rather than make it a male-female. This is about PD, professional development in general, and training.
Only this particular case.
But but this isn't about. I'm not here just because of this particular case.
Well, let's move on from this.
I'm not either, but I'm saying there's a lot to be
Well,
learned.
I think it is productive because I think we got to be straight about why most of us are here. We're here because we're kind of tired of hearing shit on the news. So.
I'm here because I would like more transparency in what occurs in training. What are the rules? What are the rules involved daily? Yeah, this woman shouldn't have felt threatened with 2 guns in a vehicle between her and a man who was just acting erratic. Come on.
I just want it to be the big picture, not just the female, because she was weak.
No. That's not what I said at all. I didn't say she's weak.
It did come across.
Damn, all the water gone?
No, we go across back there where we all gathered. Oh, I guess they moved it to the tree.
I'm hoping. I asked the lady from the media why the media is not asking these questions. And they shouldn't.
I believe the upside down flag says "Stop Police Terror." It's kind of hard to tell because the letters are kind of faded out onto the background. Those two are still having an apparent argument about what that one guy said.
So when I came to the realization that I was a victim of a war on drugs, and I wasn't like trying to cop block and share that story, and then other people started saying, I didn't see what they're like, what do you
By the way, if you didn't know, I'm Joshua from copblock.org. I came out from Iowa City today, but these 2 gentlemen over here, Dio and Ademo, came all the way from Ohio. We brought some information stuff for you, some pamphlets and cards, how to protect yourself, what your rights are. So stop by, talk to one of us. Talk to us for any reason you want to. If you have any questions, if you want to know how you can organize, if you want to know how you can join the Cop Block Network, we're here today for outreach, educational stuff, so that when we can't be here, that you can be here doing this as well. Like organizing these things is everybody's business.
Check. And real quick, let's maybe take one moment of silence for Ryan, who isn't able to be here with us, and that's, the individual who lost his life, and pay a little respect to that, and just a moment of silence. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thanks everybody, and thanks for coming out. And like Josh said, we have some great information, warning flyers, 3x5s that Dio over here or myself can get you, or ways to connect and be more involved. This is a team effort, and we got to film the police a lot. And hold them
No, I'm just
accountable,
letting you take your shot
There's
first.
a multitude of ways to get it done. We're just 3 individuals trying hard, so we love the support.
Well,
and
he's
help
about
from all
to
y'all. Thanks
lower
a lot.
ladders, so you might want to stay with that.
Also, you know,
Enough is right that.
Ryan left behind a fiance, 2 children, and 1 on the way.
There you go.
They're going to need some help getting by. There's a GoFundMe site. If you have a few bucks you can donate to them, that would be great. You know, my father died when I was young. I know what it's like being in a family that's struggling in that situation, and they could really use your help. So if you could do that, that would be awesome.
Can you give the specific URL for that GoFundMe site so that people can more easily find it?
I don't. Unfortunately, it's a long string of numbers and letters that I don't know. It is at the.
We can get it on the event page.
Yeah,
and
post
or
it
the
on the
website.
event page. That might help.
It's on the website twice. I put it in both of the recent articles we had about it. The one for today's event and the one specifically dealing with what happened. So you can. It's linked there. You can just click from there.
Okay, yeah, that'll help.
If anyone needs some water, I got some water up here.
And more shots.
On copblock.org and the Facebook of that page. Plus maybe a couple other places. There is a GoFundMe donation page set up for his fiance and her kids.
I'm here today to support Ryan in his fight. This is about these police being trained and using every tool that they've been given. I mean, they go out on the field, they go out here, and they're trained how to deal with these kinds of situations. He could have been a mentally handicapped person or, you know, out of his mind and coming up to her for help. Instead, she drew her weapon and killed this man. I mean, that's what this is about. You know, innocent people dying without being given a fair trial or any form of justice. There's no justice in pulling out your gun and shooting someone in the street dead. She didn't know anything about this man. And this happens all the time across the country, where innocent people are just being killed, murdered. It's murder is what it comes down to. When you don't know what's really going on, you pull out that weapon, you take somebody's life, you're taken away from our community. We're the American people. You know, we deserve to be given all of our rights, you know, everything that we're here for in the United States. I think it's awesome everybody's showing up here today. And I woke up this morning and I looked at Facebook and I saw some young 28-year-old man killed in the street by a police officer. For what reason? She said he was purposefully walking towards her vehicle. I don't understand how that qualifies as killing someone. I mean, we should be able to go up to police officers' vehicle and feel safe. It doesn't make me feel safe standing here feeling like maybe I'm going to get shot just for protesting. Nobody should feel that way. We should be able to trust in our government, trust in our city officials, and know that we're safe and we can feel comforted knowing that they're on our side. We're not the criminals. I don't have the most educated things to say, but I just believe that people shouldn't be murdered for dancing purposefully towards a vehicle. It doesn't make sense to me. So I'm here to support Ryan and his families out there missing their father and their husband. Yeah.
Someone over here mentioned that one of the important things that they wanted to talk about was de-escalation. And this is a situation
This
where de-escalation
color might be a little harder to
The
read.
officer had some choices here. She could have backed up her car. She could have gotten away. You can always de-escalate. Officers do not have to stand their ground. They can de-escalate. The point of police officers is to keep peace, to keep us safe. It's not for them to be some sort of bully who has to stand their grounds and who can kill you simply for being in their space. These are not the things we agreed to as a people that we would allow to happen.
There's options. There's a lot of options.
What's the deal? Why didn't she use her taser or her baton? Her window was up. So maybe that's why. Her window was up.
She didn't even need to do anything. No weapon needed to
She
be
didn't have enough
used.
time to put down her phone, stop texting, and roll down her window and yell at this guy.
Yeah. How did she feel safe enough to roll her window down, right? She had enough time to draw her weapon.
She can't
call for backup. She can't back up her vehicle. Go somewhere else.
As someone who works in the mental health field,
Well, I don't know if that's on. Somebody. All right. As someone who works in the mental health field, I find instances like this absolutely unexcusable.
Battery's dead.
Oh.
I think the battery's dead.
Gotta do a mic check now?
Yeah, might have to do that.
Speak with the chest.
I think the battery's dead.
All right. As someone who works in the mental health field, I find any instance like this absolutely inexcusable. People should have training when it comes to de-escalating situations, especially when someone's condition is unknown. This man could have had some form of mental illness. He could have had some other things going on in his life that led to a crisis situation. And for a cop to just take his life without knowing anything is just terrible. It takes 5 minutes to get trained on this stuff, you guys. There's no excuse for these cops not to be trained on it, and we pay their salaries.
Yeah.
I think that things need to change, and I think they need to change now.
Woo!
Hey,
To your point, the KCCI reported that the other officers said that they didn't know if he was drunk or had mental issues on the radio.
Officer might not, his story might not be legit because I don't know if you know, but they threaten their job. He could be threatened to be retaliated against other officers if he goes against an officer of the law. That happens every day.
Yeah.
You don't know. A good person can be bad real quick when their job is threatened. If he can be retaliated against, happens every day. So that's not a valid point, ma'am.
What if it had been a child?
No, it's not.
What if it had been a child who was autistic and had stolen their parents' car? Or what if it had been your demented grandparent who stole the car?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter what state of mind you're in or not, you need a
I'm
chance.
saying that on the dispatch, the police in that situation said he didn't know if the guy was drinking or if he had mental issues. So if they were broadcasting that, they need to be, they need to be aware and think in that circumstance, not just react.
She's agreeing with
What she's saying is the police knew that the person might have a mental illness and they should have approached the situation with that in mind.
And they acted on it. I hear what you're saying.
I'll come down to training.
Right. Maybe training in situations such as you kill him. I hear what you're saying.
Someone down towards the street, I think, said, "Stop killing you motherfuckers." I believe that's what he said. I couldn't tell.
She made it a life and death situation.
She made it a death
Anybody know?
She made, yeah.
Is she speaking out at all as the police officer comes forward?
Oh, she does. She's on paid leave.
Oh, already?
Yeah. By law, her and the other cop. There was another cop that was. She wasn't the first one there. There was an unrelated traffic stop, so they say. That second cop.
Yes. Taylor. T-E-I-L-E-R. Haynes. H-A-I.
And you're from Des Moines?
Yes. We spend much time we're educated. What'd you say?
It sounded like that guy was saying kill the cops. I don't know.
That's not anything I believe in.
We're trying to prevent killing is what's going on.
Yeah.
Right. You need to not be seeing more people die in this country.
No more paid vacations while the police investigate each other for their own crimes.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, he said no more paid vacations for police while they investigate each other for their crimes.
Can I have everybody's attention?
Hey,
As some of you guys already know, I am the guy who came out here the other day for the one-man protest. And I do want to thank you guys for being here and being behind me and not making it a one-man protest anymore.
Yeah.
I also...
We need to stand together.
And like my main point was the other day, I don't think that they should use lethal force unless absolutely necessary, like a weapon or anything like that. The old motto used to be innocent until proven guilty, but cops nowadays make it seem like you're guilty until proven otherwise, and we need to change that, or the cops are not going to change at all. And I think pushing for body cameras is going to be a huge issue, because that can keep them accountable, because that'll keep everything, unlike a dash cam that's not always watching it.
Right.
And I just think that we need to put in more things to make the cops more accountable, and I just thank you guys for your guys' support.
Yeah.
but another issue with the body cams is if a cop can shut it off or disconnect it, they can commit a crime and then turn the thing back on and claim it was a malfunction.
Why is there always this question of malfunctions with technology? I mean, it seems to work every other time in their favor when it's on the other end of the spectrum, but when it's for the American people, what? There's suddenly a technical malfunction.
Yeah.
Other than themselves.
Where's Steve Jobs?
Yeah, where's Steve? Get him out here. Did his family come out and spoke at all? Did anybody know?
I heard they were having a funeral today.
Yeah, down in Missouri.
Are we gonna dance?
Yeah.
Someone called for music and dancing.
For dancing? For dancing?
Yes, with a purpose.
Yeah, the battery's kicked over. I always got to remember to have some spares. I got 2 batteries in here.
Walk inside the police station house as well. I don't know about that. They come out here if they want to come out here. They'll see us out here. They feel the pain.
There's probably a camera somewhere up on this building that they can watch.
We get some comics and people to come over in costumes and things. Get Batman here.
Comic Con? Yeah. The real heroes.
Yep, that's right. I'm in Des Moines. I'm in Des Moines at the Des Moines Police Station on East 1st and Court, across from the Des Moines River. There's the river right there.
I just got told not to take shots. That's all he said. Don't take shots. You just need my chills.
That sign there that he's holding says jail killer cops.
Hey.
Copblock.org has been written on the step.
People are going inside if you want to join us.
People are... Okay, I'm going to put my shades away. There are some who are going inside the police station.
Yeah.
So I will follow them.
Like, from this point, are the doors locked? What time did you say it closes?
It closes at 5 on the weekend. It doesn't open until 7.
Are we trying to talk to them about it?
This is not accountability.
It says open days. Sorry. 7 to 7.
What do you all want?
In.
They're not allowing the doors to be open.
Please come in. We are the citizenry.
Des Moines Police, come out and answer to the people who pay your salaries.
Knock on, it's a citizen review board.
We don't want you to talk, we want you to listen.
They're saying they don't have a statement to give us. I'm asking why the lobby is closed. They don't have an answer. They're going to try to get one for me. They said it's for their safety, but that's what they have to.
Nobody out here is armed.
Unarmed people with cameras.
Well, with paper.
Why are you all so mad? Are you just scared of the cameras?
They're afraid of the unarmed taxpayers, you guys.
Yeah, just be careful in case they start shooting us through the windows.
Standing in purpose.
I'm filming on purpose.
I'm live streaming, so
On purpose.
yeah. You can't erase this. That's one thing about live streaming. They think they can erase it. They think you just shoot video or stream it because it's on the site's server, not your own camera or phone. They can't erase it.
She looked at you and he's a taxpayer. He said, you just look at his face. I said, I'm a taxpayer too. I said,
Were they like holding up the they're just trying to get out. There's 102 people.
All right, so you guys are all here.
Oh, no, they have a
Why are you
phone.
all here? What's wrong with killing citizens? What's wrong
No,
with
there's
what
like a
happened?
phone. He let
What's wrong with killing an unarmed and undangerous person?
I think you're asking the wrong person.
No justice, no peace.
Want to get up here, Kayla?
No justice, no peace! What does justice mean in terms of killing an unarmed, not dangerous
She
person?
needs to be off of being a police officer. I mean, come up on murder charges. If she was a normal person, we would have been in jail by now. So therefore, why is she any different than us? So if someone's walking towards me and I'm in my car, if I feel threatened by a police officer, can I shoot them? I agree. Guarantee I'll go to jail.
Badges do not grant extra rights.
Okay, what do you mean by that? What's an extra right?
An extra right is putting yourself above the rest of humanity, in essence.
Putting yourself above the law.
In this case, what's putting yourself above the law? Putting yourself above other people.
The Constitution basically says that we the people are the strongest form of government in this country. For the government works for us. The police and the government work for us.
Beauty alert.
And the Constitution says that we can dismantle a government at any time and restart because of a tyranny government, which is what the government is turning into.
So do we believe that the police are public servants?
The reason they said that they have the doors locked today is because they wanted to protect themselves.
Oh, can I go back on?
And the other reason that they wanted to do it is so that we weren't disrupting regular police business. So they don't want us disrupting shooting people for walking purposefully by doing what we're doing today. Regular police business being killing innocent people, they can't be bothered with us getting in the way of that. So.
You want to start a chant so maybe we do interrupt their business just a little bit?
What about tomorrow?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah?
I want as many people as possibly can to come back here as often as possible. This protest doesn't end today. It ends when there's accountability. It ends when this officer no longer has their job. It ends when this officer is being charged for the crime they committed, a crime that if any of you committed, you would be charged for.
So we're talking about accountability.
No justice!
No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
We're not getting together.
Shoot me dead, got my hands on my head.
He is using the intercom.
You're protesting and you guys won't come out here and talk to us. I was wondering if you can just maybe give us a little bit so that we can maybe back off a little bit, like maybe releasing the dash cam videos. Under Chapter 22 of the Iowa Code, that dash cam video is public record. The only reason that you guys won't release it is because it's part of an ongoing investigation, so you guys don't have to. So why don't you guys grow some balls and release it? They hung up on me.
They've left the little front area there. They're not going to address us anymore. We gotta reach the people out there anyhow. So let's get out to where people can see us in the street there. Get our signs out there. We want people who wouldn't come here normally to talk to us about this.
Here, I'm holding it.
Thank you. Oh, look. They all get that stuff too. Where's that taxpayer guy? He's in there. I have a question for them. Hold this. I have a question.
Who this?
Leon, come on. I mean, it says log it within daily. It shouldn't matter what I'm meeting. You guys are the police department. Yeah, but I can't conduct business. I just want to know whether the lobby's open when it says here it's open daily. Right.
Hey, ask him.
Am I not going to conduct? I mean, I'm a taxpayer too. He was a taxpayer, so what's the difference between me and him? What happened? I mean, if the officer wants to come and talk to me, that's cool, but I have to pee, and I can't even go pee in a public place that I don't pay tax money for. kind of fucked up.
I have a feeling she might get hung up on.
Oh, she hung up on me.
Yep. I knew it. I knew it.
Bitch hung up on me.
I took a bellies. I took a bellies. Anyone ever tell you you're cute? Anyone ever tell you that? Pretty good? Yeah, they hung up on 2 people. Chicken livers.
I don't believe that she was so scared that she had to kill. I believe, maybe that was just her instant reaction. And that shouldn't be the first reaction. Your first reaction shouldn't be to kill. Your first reaction is
Someone
to
driving by
gather
the street just talked by. There's this honk as they're driving by.
understand the situation. Make sure that other people are safe, There's a lot of people nearby, and then we stay and we go after it.
Which are you talking to me?
Yeah. And they're not Taylor. Yeah. She's different. She's her own bee, but nobody's just beautiful studying.
Oh, there was no one going on earlier.
Congratulations!
She looks so pretty. Yeah. Little angel coming through.
Congratulations! Come for a photo shoot.
There's a couple either about to get married or who has just gotten married walking along the river.
If I said like, if I said stand up, and we're not let in due to
on his birthday and Christmas.
so would that be? Do you think would that be pointless if we show the video right before that and then go into the then answer the phone?
What's wrong with killing?
So I'm just envisioning.
Are you referring to one of the cop block guys or one of the other activists here who is starting a chant or something like that? Or are there quite a few?
It must be a third world country, but it seems like police are judge, jury, and executioners. I don't have that's what it feels like. They're taking all this in your own hands. Well, no, court system, filled with procedures that we have to go through to evict someone of a crime. It just feels like none of that was taken into account, and that's scary. We have all these people appointed in these places that are really going to pay, lawyers and all that to fight these issues.
Disrupt official business.
See what he disrupt official business. There's a lot of good things. Now there's a lot of people out here that get on Facebook and say all kinds of really powerful stuff. That's kind of what inspired. Yes, but keyboard courage. That's what inspired me. I was reading all these people, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going up there. You wait for people to show up. Yeah, get some of these. Yeah, get some of these keyboards. Yeah.
Oh, I know. What did we just decide?
I mean, I
just need to add some more to the end. Like right now, it's just kind of like it is because I don't want to say.
picture of this for...
Yeah, I just did too.
Okay, so if I say don't.
And of course these cuties here.
Video, and you're going to make 1,000 clicks.
I don't know how long people are going to stay out here, but I'm going to stay out here till everybody decides to leave.
Told through their phone that they would not be allowed into the police station because of fear due to interference with business hours. But regardless of not being let into the station, they definitely left their mark here at the police station. In Des Moines, Jody Whitworth, Channel 13 News.
The reporter's doing a couple of takes for a little bit. Others have moved down to the street. Others are going over across the street. I think I'm going to go back across the street. Or some of the others went. Others are remaining at the police station, but if things get a little crazy at the police station itself, I'll come back across the street.
That'll hurt someone. You're crying out for help. There's Kate. Is that your hat next?
Good job on the one man. All it takes is one. You don't, if you have none, it don't work.
He was not trying to hit her. He stopped. He wasn't really doing a chase. He was going to so, how's
Proud of all
that?
you guys. What it takes is somebody to show up. Can't do it with none. But at least have one.
Well, and just the time frame they had. And we tried other ways, and it was going to be a couple days. So the other way, we figured they get a cop, pull them over for something illegal. Figure getting out there, and not getting shot or anything. Which that shouldn't have gotten shot because you didn't have a car and dancing. How about these disability people that could end up walking towards your job and they get shot? My son, he said it's a disabled child. He's like, and they're in a walking towards your cop car. For help.
Yeah. Well, it's the clouds.
It's the heat at the beginning. The heat is what did it at first.
Yeah. And I haven't even started Ramadan yet, so I'll be starting to fast in a few days.
How long have you been here?
I got here just as it was starting because I got delayed because the bus had to take a detour.
Oh.
Yeah, I ride the bus, but
yeah. Oh, I do too.
But is that going to keep me from streaming? Heck no.
No.
In fact, more people need to get into it.
I told myself I wasn't going to say anything, and then I.
Well,
what do you think, Shannon? Hey,
you know, you
has a right to call about this car not parking here, no parking ever.
And then have another.
Oh, the cop car.
Yeah, and have another cop come out here and write him a ticket, and then I'll testify against him in court.
You're willing to do it? Go for it, man.
I kind of thought that for a
Is it
second.
worth
I
your
saw.
time? That's the question.
Hey.
Is going to court worth your time?
But
not only that.
To testify against a cop and get a cop ticket for something he shouldn't be doing.
I mean, I don't think he'd do it again. If he had to go to court.
Not only that.
Go over there and take a picture of it. We'll get, go to the corner and let's get a good. Walk this side. I got it on. Make sure you get to no parking.
I'm going to get this on live stream. This guy's going to take a picture of an illegally parked car.
Go in and use the phone in there and tell them that I need an officer to come out here.
Okay, what he's gonna do, he's gonna go inside. I'm gonna wait out. I'm gonna stay out of here. Keep an eye on this car.
That's such a cool. Are you kidding?
And he's gonna try to get a cop to come out here to
It's not right.
to ticket an illegally parked vehicle and see if he gets anywhere. So this should be interesting. And if he is successful in getting a cop to come out, then that cop will have to see us.
What did you think?
Oh,
I saw you last night at Bernie too.
Yeah, I managed to get down in front.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, we were down there. Right, I saw you had the selfie stick, and you had another phone too. You're kind of juggling them both.
Well, my tablet. I have a tablet.
Yeah. So you had them both going there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was taking pictures with the tablet.
I used to see you at least once a week when I worked at Hy-Vee, and
yeah,
also,
the 42nd Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still frequent that one.
And I don't work there anymore, but I used to work there to see you, and I also saw you at Food Not Bombs.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening to that because.
I know Leanne's not doing it anymore.
So. Oh no, but then some others are taking it over. But then I don't know what else. There was a meeting at someone's house, and I was not offered a ride. I was not offered, any hint as to what they talked about. So I assumed that my presence was no longer wanted.
Oh, that's not cool. It did seem kind of cliquish.
Yeah.
No,
So. And
it's too bad.
Yeah. So basically, some of the stuff that I've been stashing at home, like I had a stash of tomato sauce. I have a stash of dried beans, and I have a stash of pasta. That's all going to the mosque for use during Ramadan.
Oh, good.
For our iftar meal that we eat after we break our fast.
Well, it's definitely good to see you.
Yep. So I'll be less active during Ramadan.
Yeah.
But if it's something in the morning, like late morning, middle of the day, yeah, I can hit it.
Oh, I'm glad to see you out and about. I'm friends with you on Facebook. My
Yeah.
name's Bill, by the way.
Yeah. So. I got so many Facebook friends from around the world. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. You can't keep track of them all.
Yeah, activists, Muslims, cat lovers. I'm owned by a cat.
You're owned by a cat.
Yeah. You don't adopt a cat adopts you.
They're human.
But I wouldn't have it any other way. I've had Mila for 10 and a half years. I wonder if he's had any success. Watch for that guy to come back out who's took a picture of that possibly illegally parked set of wheels. And he's going to go in there to try to get a cop to come out to investigate it, but
thought it was.
oh, you don't have to feed a meter on Saturdays.
That's true.
Oh, there's someone else honking as they go by. I've had a few of those.
I assume that they're honking your solidarity.
Yep. I was explaining that to my viewers. See, people from around the world can see these streams. I've watched from London, England. I've watched from Spain,
That's pretty cool.
Taiwan.
Everywhere.
Yeah, Brazil. Just Canada. It's just Mexico as well. If it's a Spanish-speaking country and the audio is decent, I can understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Portuguese because there's enough similarity to Spanish.
Yeah, they're similar.
And there's a little bit of similarity with Italian, so I can pick up some Italian.
So you know Spanish pretty well?
Yeah.
Cool.
I studied it for 5.5 years in high school and college back in the 80s, and I spent a month in Mexico back in '86.
Oh yeah, that probably because I took classes in high school for several years, but I can really only understand a few words.
Yeah, if you don't use it, I've used it on and off over the years. Sometimes more so than others, but I've done some translating for different people. I don't get paid for it, but it gives me a chance to keep it up.
Yeah, you don't forget it. That's cool.
And if I'm watching a live stream of a protest, say in Madrid, and the audio is clear enough where I can understand what's being said, I can I call it a summary translation of what's going on for the other viewers who don't know Spanish.
Oh, cool. Well, that's just being nice. That's cool.
Yeah. He's going to take off, and I think a few others are leaving. Did you get anywhere? Ooh, now he's doing a backup plan. He is calling. Trying to get the Polk County Sheriff to report an illegally parked car. This is going to be good. I know this should be focused on Ryan Bolinger, but this is showing police ineptitude here. They don't want to do the